Hi, my name is Tiyahna Ridley-Padmore, and I am the author of Trailblazers, the Black Pioneers Who Have Shaped Canada. Welcome to Storytime. So what is Trailblazers? Trailblazers is a love letter, it's an anthology, it's a learning resource, it's a collection of stories. Trailblazers is a children's book that introduces young readers to Canada's history through the undertold stories of 40 incredible Black changemakers. So dating all the way back to 16th century's Matthew da Costa, who was the first Black man known to come to Canada. And Matthew spoke many languages, and he likely arrived to Canada on the same boat as Samuel de Champlain. And he helped maintain peaceful communications and translate between Indigenous peoples and colonists. And the book also includes some present-day changemakers, such as Jean Augustine and Michael Jean. It's so important to be preserving these stories. These leaders shaped our country, they enriched our economy, they contributed to our culture, they brought innovation, they strengthened our policies. And I'm just so happy to be invited to share some of these stories with you today. I thought I would read from Albert Jackson's story first. So Albert Jackson was born in the 1850s, and he would go on to become Canada's very first Black mailman, which was unheard of at the time. The job options that were available to Black men were very limited. But though Albert was hired as a mailman, his path was far from easy, and he had to fight to take up space. And in doing so, he started a national conversation that would go on to help open doors for more Black people that were looking to advance in their careers. Albert Jackson. Albert Jackson was born into slavery, and his older brothers were sold. So his family fled north to find freedom, no idea what the future would hold. When young Albert had finished his studies, he wanted to carry the mail. And though he was hired to do that, white coworkers caused him to fail. On his first day, they just wouldn't train him, simply because he was Black. How absurd that the color of skin was a reason to hold someone back. The press quickly picked up the story, and public opinion divided. While some thought he shouldn't deliver, others remained undecided. But Albert refused to accept this, and his peers organized their support. They demanded investigation. The Prime Minister got a report. The public pressure paid off, and a decision was finally made. Albert became a mail carrier, and for 36 years he stayed. This is Albert Jackson. And fun fact, Albert Jackson's face still appears on stamps that are used today. So long after he passed, he's still helping Canada deliver the mail. Next, I'll read the story of Viola Desmond, which is a little bit better known. Viola Desmond. This is her. In Halifax, Nova Scotia, many years back in time, in the middle of injustice, Viola came to shine. Viola, a businesswoman, took a trip out of town. Her entire life was changed when her car broke down. Stuck in the town of New Glasgow, waiting for car reparations, Viola made a decision that would affect generations. She purchased a movie ticket and headed to the main floor, but the theater was still segregated, so they stopped her at the door. They told her that main floor tickets were not for those of her kind. They ordered Viola upstairs to the seat she was assigned. But Viola walked into that theater and grabbed a main floor seat, and when they told her to move, Viola refused to retreat. The manager came to remove her, but still Viola contested. The police were summoned then, and Viola was arrested. Viola's case made headlines, prompting public conversation and the province's decision to end racial segregation. Viola became a symbol of equality and persistence. Her action of defiance started a resistance. So this is Viola Desmond. And so the theater that Viola was arrested at just 4 years earlier, Carrie Best, who was the co-founder of a newspaper called The Clarion and another Black changemaker that's featured in this book, was also arrested at the very same theater. So she was arrested for sitting in the section that was reserved for white people only. And so when she heard of Viola being arrested just a few years later, Carrie used her platform, her newspaper, to raise awareness, to raise money for Viola's case. And together, the two women helped introduce some of Canada's first anti-discrimination laws. We think it's a long time ago, but segregation ended in Canada less than 40 years ago. All right, the next story that I'd like to read is the story of Jean Augustine. And Jean Augustine came to Canada as part of a government program that was bringing Black women to Canada to care for the children of white women as they went off and started their careers and entered the workforce. So Jean Augustine came to Canada in that program, but she went on to become Canada's very first Black woman elected to Parliament. And as part of her role in Parliament, she introduced Canada's celebrations of Black History Month. So it's in huge part to her that we are preserving these stories and that we're given the opportunities to amplify and celebrate Black history. Jean Augustine was raised in Grenada's Happy Hill. She was studious, charismatic, and driven by her will. As women entered the workforce and started their career, Canada needed nannies for the children these women would bear. The West Indian domestic scheme was introduced with some conditions. Only the healthy, single, and young could come for these positions. The scheme was far from perfect, but Jean saw it as a door. Though she started as a nanny, she made it something more. See, not that long ago, in 1993, Jean made her mark as Canada's first female Black MP. Elected again and again, 4 times to be exact, Jean moved Canadians forward with each and every act. Jean helped unite the nation with incredible ambition. She taught us to move forward through historical recognition. So that's Miss Jean Augustine. And Jean today continues to be a leading voice in championing the preservation and celebration of Canada's history. So I want to end story time by reading the introduction poem to Trailblazers. And I hope that these leaders have inspired you. I hope that they have encouraged you to go and seek out more of our history, to feel valued, to know your worth, to know that you too can blaze a trail. And I hope that you continue on your journey of learning and listening and taking action for what's right. Dear reader, Canada didn't just let you in, you actually helped to build it. Indigenous peoples cared for their land, and many others filled it. This book is a way to express our thanks and unwavering admiration for the pioneers who paved the way and changed the entire nation. These leaders are beacons of freedom, embodying strength through adversity. They offer a testament to the breadth of Canada's rich diversity. This is the story of a few heroes who have remained unsung, but there are so many, many more than these. This story has just begun. From activists, athletes, and artists to community leaders and teachers, I hope in this book you can see yourself and find some common features. And when it's your turn to make your mark, glass ceilings you will shatter, because you are brave and special and true, and especially because you matter. Thank you.